John says, so metro areas is different than counties. Yes, John, right? So a metro area, like for example, Memphis, Tennessee, or, and let's just go back to that. If we take a look at this, if we load the city map, we can see that Memphis, Tennessee, actually, and let's go over here and we'll do it in Google Maps. It'll make it easier to see. Come on, map. Shit. All right. So if we take a look at this, you'll see like this is actually right here. I guess if I zoom in a little bit, it might show, but yeah, right here. Okay. So right on the other side of the river is Arkansas. Down here is whatever. There's Tennessee, there's Mississippi. Mississippi's over here, and then there's Arkansas. And this is Memphis. Well, part of this, if you take a look at the different counties and such, and well, in this case, it looks like all of them are actually in Shelby. Let me give you another example. Let me give you a better example. Atlanta. Okay, here's a good example. This is what I was talking about. So this is the Atlanta metro area, right? So Atlanta City, Atlanta, Georgia, excuse me. So the metro area is going to cover all of what they call like city limits, but there could be different counties that make up that fall within that city, if that makes sense. So if you take a look at the county over here, they're showing Atlanta right here is the city, right? But take a look. There's Fulton County, there's DeKalb County, there's Cobb County. It looks like those are the only three: Fulton, DeKalb, or DeKalb. I don't know how to say that, and then Cobb. So there's three different counties that actually end up within the Atlanta metro area. Does that make sense? So here's another example, another way to test this, guys. All right, you can go to Google Trends. All right, and let's just use you know, whatever. It doesn't matter. We can use any of these. Take a look at where I've got the targeting set for United States the past 12 months right now for these different keywords that I was just doing some research on. But take a look, metro areas for, okay, so for example, if we came down here to, let's switch this to 5 months, or excuse me, 5 years, it'll show more data. If we scroll down here to, let's just use handyman services as an example right here. Right here, it's showing subregion, but if we can do list view instead, and now take a look, this is metro area. So these are also metro areas according to Google. So for example, like Tampa, St. Petersburg, Florida is a metro area, right? So it actually covers 2 cities, because if you were to go take a look at Google Maps at, whoops, Tampa, Florida, and I know this because I'm also working in Tampa right now. Well, that's one of the cities I'm securing a whole bunch of lead gen assets in. St. Petersburg is down here. It's another city. So the Tampa, St. Petersburg metro area is both Tampa and St. Petersburg. It's a big area like this, right? And so I'm actually got, I think I've got 12 properties secured right now in this metro area. Does that make sense? So that's a metro area. That's different. Now, and if you were to take a look at the zip-codes.com, let's go back over there for a minute. I love this site, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. I use this site all the time. We're going to go to Tampa. Oh, I didn't realize what time it was, guys. We got to wrap it up. I can stay a couple minutes later, guys. Everybody's got to go. Please feel free. I do want to finish this one, though. All right, so if we look at Tampa, Florida, for example, you can see Tampa itself, it looks like, is all covered within Hillsborough, but the metro area, if we were to click into city for Tampa, and we scroll down, it looks like Hillsborough County is the county for all of that. But if you scroll down underneath this, and it says 65 cities within 30 miles of Tampa, and we want to go look at, what was the St. Petersburg, right? That was the one we were looking at. Looks like St. Petersburg is in Pinellas County. Does that make sense? So let me give you one other example. That's Oklahoma. You know, I don't have it probably open. I don't. And I don't have the counties listed here. But this is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, right? And so these are all different. Now, this is Oklahoma City here. You can see this is the city. That's all falls within Oklahoma County. But some of these other areas out here, which are what they call, you know, considered suburbs, fall within other counties. Does that make sense? But they're all still part of the Oklahoma City metro area. So hopefully that makes sense, John. Okay. Let's wrap this up, guys. We'll go through. I'll stay another 10 minutes if we can get through all of them then.